everybody.
Hoo-hoo!
Welcome to the StabCast. I'm Dizzle.
And I am Mizzle. And before we get started real quick, I just want to let everyone know that we post every single Sunday between 2 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. I normally keep people very updated as much as I can.
Yeah.
And that just so you guys know that we are here every Sunday and that we do have our TikTok that we pay attention to every single day.
Yeah.
So hit that follow, like, subscribe button and comment down below. Let us know what's going on. Start a conversation.
Fucking spooky Sunday.
Spooky Sunday.
And it's a spooky month, and it's our favorite month of the year. And it's because all the horror shit's great. And we're here talking about a fun one. We were thinking of doing I Know What You Did Last Summer, but Netflix can be ass sometimes.
Unfortunately, Netflix for me isn't going to release that movie until November.
That's weird.
Because I'm on a free package for my phone.
Okay.
I got it for free. So it's a basic package. I have commercials and shit.
I still think that's a load of bushwagon.
It won't let me watch until dawn either.
That's a bigger load of well, that movie sucks.
I already watched the recap on I Know What You Did Last Night. It's not like I don't know what happens. I just don't know what order it happens and who's who.
Yeah. So instead today we're doing The Final Girls, which is
picked by me, of course.
Picked by you. This is a very good movie. I've seen this a couple times, but I really got a refresher today.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a couple things I forgot about the movie that I'm glad I watched it again. And
that's kind of how I felt, honestly. Like, I watched it one more time today just for shits and giggles, and I found myself finding things that I never knew before.
And is it fucked up? Some of it, because this is on Tubi, and this is how we watch it. I've been watching a lot of Tubi lately and also a lot of YouTube TV, and I miss commercials. And I know that sounds fucking stupid, and I know that we've fought
commercials are refreshing sometimes.
As long as it's not like ads on YouTube like every 30 seconds, like when it's a super long video.
Like when it's YouTube TV, it's like maybe 2-3 ads and you're done.
But when it feels like I'm watching a TV show and then it's a break and then it goes into some chicken commercial or something, I'm like, all right, this feels natural. It feels right.
The way that they do it is they tell you on the corner of your screen how many you're going to get.
Yeah.
And how many seconds it's all going to be.
Yeah, and it doesn't last long. Like, this is an hour and a half movie and it probably took like an hour 45.
Yeah.
Maybe an hour 40.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't even say it was 10 minutes of ads. I'd say it was probably about 5.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad at all. And I don't know. There's just something I get having a streaming service and I've got all of them.
And we love streaming services. Don't get us wrong. We got the Cock. We got Hulu. We love them all. It's just
I miss the old days,
After horror season,
yeah,
Tubi's basically the only place you can get those movies anyway.
Yeah, and I miss the old days. Fuck.
I know. You miss like we were talking about the other day, you miss the DVDs and stuff. You miss the old time.
Well, yeah, and television ratings as a whole and like television and what it used to mean and everything. Television don't mean a damn anymore. Mm-mm. And it's like in YouTube and all that.
If you get a streaming thing, then you're golden. But you get put on a TV show these days unless you're outstanding, which some people are. But unless you're outstanding, you're not going to get that part.
Well, that's what's crazy is it's still super hard to get on TV and you got to go through meetings and auditions and shit. But you make like fucking like $10,000, like not that much money. Like
yeah, we're not millionaires. We're not thousandaires. We're not close to that. I think we have like 10 fucking bucks.
Well, I mean, we got
from TikTok.
From TikTok. I mean, outside of this, we're wealthy businessmen and women.
Yeah,
but
we're always hustling.
But besides this, it's just. What was my original point? Before you veered me off there. No, ads was way before that. But
no, we were talking about streaming services and how sometimes they're useless, especially outside of Halloween.
They can be useless. I mean, but they can have a big use, and especially it's like if you want to watch this and it's there right now. But I miss when it used to be like appointment viewing, and now that like, what I was saying is you can be a working actor, get like 4 sitcoms a year and like do a lot of television and have your face out there, but you're still not going to be pale in comparison, wallet wise or fame wise, to an iShow Speed. to a Kai Cenat, to the top streamers in the world. That's just the way the world works now. Yeah, I mean, Markiplier too, but like like I'm talking like world.
Because he makes a lot of money.
He does, and he's been hustling for a long time. But those influencers, those are the celebrities now, and it's fucking insane. And it's like, and it's crazy that like
we're all watching every single thing that they do, like what they eat in a day and stuff. Like I even have to film that stuff too, and it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I actually have to do this as a job.
Well, that side of it I've always despised, and I always think his ass cheeks.
And I always try to keep you out of it.
Yeah.
When I end up doing advertisement videos, just because he's not the biggest fan.
Yeah. No, I don't mind ads. I don't mind ads. You got to pay the bill. I don't mind ads. I'm cool with that stuff. I like being creative and entertaining and fucking, especially like putting a unique spin on stuff and doing.
That's why we have Mindy's mini reviews.
Yeah. So I like to be an original and that. Well, and even though we're doing movie reviews, which has been done for forever.
I do have a little thing to say real quick, but you knew I was thinking about this anyway. November, I'm going to officially start Mindy's mini horror TV. And what that's going to be is it's going to be any kind of mini horror TV show, like 8 to 10 episodes, maybe even 6, that I think you should go check out.
How many horror miniseries are there? A lot?
Alice in Borderlands, Light as a Feather.
I've heard nothing but good things about that.
Tagged.
Yeah. There's
a lot out there, actually, Daniel. You'd be very surprised. There's a lot of like teen stuff where like they get pissed off and they start like torturing everyone else in the school and whatnot, and you don't know who it is.
It's not necessarily horror, but Netflix can still kiss my ass for never doing anything with that Society show. With that Catherine Ann Newton.
That was kind of ass.
Especially because she's like a superstar, and she was in the Detective Pikachu movie, and she's like she's a big time actress. She's somebody's daughter in one of the fucking Marvel movies. I think she's Ant-Man's daughter, but she's like a big deal. And that was a really good show. And there was cliffhangers, and there's like, oh, they found this forest with like a bunch of good stuff, and like it's that show. You watched that show, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it was a damn good show.
And talking about shows like that, they're actually bringing back Jessica Jones.
Yeah, which is good. Well, yeah.
I like Jessica Jones. Leave her alone. She reminds me of the girl that looks like in Devil's Diary.
You know me and Marvel. I mean, good for for a Marvel show to have a chick that has that much sex in the show is crazy. So good for them. But she kicks a lot of ass and makes a lot of love. Now, The Final Girls, this is an amazing movie. I'm excited to get into it. We're going to go full spoilers because this came out a long time ago.
This came out in 2015. Yeah, this is 10th year anniversary.
Isn't that crazy? Now. 2015 is 10 fucking years ago.
I really don't want to think about it, but I know you're going to continuously make me think about it.
I moved down the year after. I've been here for 10 years now.
I know. It's so ridiculous.
This movie starring Thaisa Farmiga as Max Cartwright, Malin Ackerman as Nancy, Amanda Cartwright in the movie, which is her mommy. Alexander Ludwig is Chris Biggs, who's really good at this. Nina Dobrev is Vicky Summers. Elias Shacklot is Gertie. And Thomas Middleditch is Duncan, which that dude just shows up in everything fun. He's the ultimate nerd.
Duncan is just so fucking funny. Like, he's half stoner, half nerd. It's a really weird combination, but he makes it work for himself. He
makes it work. And this movie is one of those movies. And by the way, it's directed by Todd Strauss-Susan and written by M.A. Fortin and Joshua John Miller. Okay. So that's the credit.
What was the budget?
The budget was $4.5 million, and I don't know if it hit theatric like that.
I don't think it did because it was on Netflix search before anything.
But this there's a lot of fun shit going on in this movie.
Lots of fun shit.
There's a lot of fun shit going on.
And sad shit too, though. That's a little bit
sad shit. Yeah, it's a deep movie without even trying to be. The thing that I love most about this is horror, and we've talked about this till we got blue in the fucking face. But horror it lives or dies sometimes by the kills and shit, but the cast is very important. Sometimes the cast can be dog shit and it's a good movie because that's just how horror works. But it depends on how you're grading it.
It depends on the it depends on the performance.
But when you have a really charming fucking cast, a la a Scream or a la oh God, even a Halloween has a charming cast. And if you get a really...
Even House of Wax had a charming cast. I mean, Paris Hilton, but you know what I mean.
Yes, but when you get a real charming cast of people...
Or Frozen. Those trio in Frozen.
I agree. You get a bunch of good actors that are really like trying to do stuff within a horror movie.
And you could give them horse shit and they would still make it gold.
Yes, and this is a charming cast of young people that are really trying to make this work. That I've seen, and this is when I've seen all these guys in other shit. We've all seen everybody. This is a cast that you know. You know most of these people.
Vampire Diaries. The one was part of Friend Request, and she was in a movie called Anna, which I really need to get you to watch because it's really fucking good.
I mean, they were lucky to get Adam Devine a couple years before he really... I mean, Adam Devine fucking is the biggest star in this movie, for sure.
Yeah, and I'm glad they pounced on him when he did. He is so funny. He really is. But before we jump ahead, real quick, when... you open up the movie, you see an advertisement for Camp Bloodbath. Then you see Max, whose mother is in the movie. Like, you kind of see the mom getting rejected, and she's waiting for her in the car. And they go to this place that they always go to called Mel's. I'm guessing it's a milkshake place because they did have milkshakes.
Mel's Milkshakes.
And it becomes very clear that Max is the adult.
Yeah.
In the relationship. And her mother is just like carefree and wants to live in the moment. And that's great, but it's not so great when you're throwing electric bills out the window. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, you got to pay that shit.
You do got to pay that shit.
So, I mean, I understand that her mom was carefree, but I feel bad for her, the Max, just because she had a role where she was not only with her mother all the time, but she was kind of taking care of her mother.
The one thread I will say is her mom was kind of she was kind of cheeks at the beginning, to where like she didn't care about the bills and shit. Which, fuck the bills, I guess. Fuck it, throw them out the window. But Max is trying to care about the bills, and she's like, fuck the bills. I thought that they were kind of going to do a reveal to where, like, your mom really wasn't as good as you thought she would. They never got there. They only kind of alluded to it a little bit at the beginning, and then they kind of opt for the sweet moment at the end, which I love.
I mean, you're right. They could have definitely, like, swapped and, like, had her be the killer helping Billy or something.
Well, yeah, but not. I just thought they'd be like, or go through some flashbacks to where she's like, well, my mom really wasn't there, and she really. But instead, they enforced that her and her mom had a great relationship, and I didn't totally see that in that first scene in the car crash.
No,
I didn't see a beautiful relationship, but later on, they really kind of showed that they have one.
Their chemistry grows.
Yeah, and especially with them being on screen, which is a great plot thing to just throw in there to have something different, because it's easy and not lazy, but just like to throw and be like, oh yeah, they're stuck in the horror movie. There you go. But to add like the extra little thing of, oh, this chick's mom's in there with her. It is kind of another little emotional wrinkle that kind of helps.
This was like the second year anniversary of her mother's death.
Yeah.
So for her to see her mom and her mom looking the way she was, which is exactly the way she remembered her, just a tiny bit younger, like, it was astonishing for her. And she wanted to do everything she could to protect this woman. At one point, she even says, like, oh, it's okay, I'll take my mom. And Nina Dobrov's bitchy ass character goes, well, she's not your mom, right?
Yeah.
She's supposed to die in here. She's a character.
Yeah.
And like, Max gets all mad at her, and
obviously.
Even the boy that's crushing on Max gets mad at Vicky. And
he's like, the fuck you doing, dude?
Yeah. Vicky's hilarious though as a mean girl. I just gotta say it because when she was finally breaking fucking down and telling people that she was sorry for what they did, and she's like, "Gertie, I'm sorry. I had everybody call you chunk ba-dump ba-dump, and I'm also sorry that I covered your locker in raw bacon." Like she literally did that to her. And she's like, "Oh, it's okay. Last summer, I spread a rumor that you were always on your period." And she's like, "That is awful. I'm impressed." And it's like, "Oh my god,
that is awful."
Okay. And then she's like to Max, she's like, "I never wanted to like not be friends with you. Like you pushed me away."
Yeah.
And she's like, "I do miss you and everything." So like, it does kind of bring like humor and friends together and dealing with friendships when other people in their family die, because when parents die especially, that hits a kid very, very hard. Yeah. And most of the time they don't hang out with the same people that they used to hang out with. Yeah. And it's nothing against them.
They're going through
honestly
shit.
Because not only are they going through shit, but seeing you is probably a reminder.
Yeah. Of how things used to be.
Yeah,
that's true.
Honestly. I mean, I've seen a couple people do it, just cut themselves off from life.
And that's what I mean by a charming cast, because you got Vicky, who is a bitch, but she is
such a good bitch though.
She's a really good bitch, and you see later into her character that there's reasons behind her being a bitch, and she actually does care about these people. And she's just, it stems out of jealousy because she feels like the other two are closer, and she's actually kind of a good person. And I love that. And
she's not as shitty as she thought.
No.
As she thought she would be. But it's really funny though, because they tell her at this point, like, "Vicky, you're not gonna die," and she's like, "Guys, it's an 80s slasher horror film, and I'm the mean girl. I'm pretty sure I've overstayed my welcome."
Yes.
And it's like, oh wow, that's the perfect way to put it.
Yes. And then you got Gertie, who's just sweet as fuck, and she's cool, and she's a good sister to Duncan.
Cute.
Yes, and she's really cool, and I like that actress anyway. But her is like the friend of the cool, then really nice friend. She does a really good job.
She always does a really good job when she's playing a sweet character.
Yes,
I would like to see her play something more dark, but I don't think it would hit. I think the actress herself is just very, very sweet, and that's the way she acts.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But so let me tell you, how the fuck. So first off, I'm going to have to go after this fucking fan name that they have. The Mathematicians.
Go ahead.
The Mathematicians, man. It should not exist. That is a horrible nickname.
You hate it.
That is even worse than the Core 4.
Oh, God.
No, and that
the Core
was
4 is the worst. The Core 4 can kiss my ass.
But it's like hand in hand with the Core 4. Yeah. But the Mathematicians, and he's telling her "Oh, I'll do your homework and your assignments for a year. My sister told me that you're failing and you want to graduate, don't you?" And she ends up giving in and going to the movie theater, and Nina Dobrev is Chris, the boy that's hanging out with Max and Gertie. That's his ex-girlfriend. And she's being really, really desperate about it. Like desperation station. It's ridiculous. And she has this guy roll up to where they're gonna be, and she's like, "I'm getting so shredded because he's so funny." It's like, oh my dear Lord, what have they done to Nina? That poor girl. I cannot believe they did that to her. And but she played it well. I will have to say she played it very, very well, especially when they're getting snacks. And she's like, "Oh, you remember how I like it, right? Like a small popcorn, jump half in the garbage."
Yeah.
And it's like, what the why don't you just get a kid's popcorn then? What the hell is wrong with you? food waster.
And by the way, they're lucky that they didn't get a fucking cease and desist from Friday the 13th because Billy Murphy is Jason fucking Voorhees.
I know. Ha.
Especially the music was crazy. I was like, how did they fucking get away with this shit? They must know a guy.
And the fact that they got Cherry Pie too, but I found out that they had a different person playing it.
Yeah.
And that they actually added a couple of lines to it. So I was like, all right, well, that's how they got around that.
And this soundtrack is so fucking bitchin' too.
It really is. This soundtrack is fucking chef's kiss.
It's very good.
But Duncan gets him to go to the theater. Chris is there too. So you got Chris, Max, Duncan, Vicky, and Gertie.
Yeah.
And they're all getting ready to watch the movie because it's the 10-year anniversary or something, or 20-year anniversary, some kind of anniversary. And Max has agreed to do a Q&A right afterwards.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, the fucking theater gets Final Destination.
Yeah.
Like, did you notice that?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Literally gets Final Destination.
Yeah, man, I noticed it. It was pretty fucking crazy. It went down in flames pretty much, yeah.
I know, but just the, like, little things that happened.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. They got Final Destination.
Yeah.
Because of the little details that they were showing you every once in a while. It's like, oh, shit. Oh, God, this is not going to be good.
Yeah.
And so Max gets a like fake machete and asks, what's his face? The older brother. What's his name?
The older brother,
Duncan. And she asked Duncan, like, is there a way through the screen? And he's like, yeah, there should be. So she cuts into the screen, and all of those kids that I had mentioned before all get into the screen.
Yeah.
And they wake up in the motherfucking movie.
Yeah.
And like they have 2 or 3 times of not believing it. And like even the second time they put it on a timer to see when the fan was going to come back around.
Yeah.
And like he came back around in 90 minutes, and that's when they're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So then they tell them that they're like camp counselors and whatnot, and they just want to be friends with them and everything and set up for the slumber party and whatnot. And it goes cuckoo fucking bananas. What is it?
It does go crazy. They end up in the movie, and then they don't know what to do, and then the car keeps coming
and
past.
Duncan's does not work.
Yeah.
Duncan says, oh, it's okay, he doesn't know what to do with us, he won't do anything. Yeah, no, wrong.
Well, he was right for a while, but he needed to walk the fuck away. He needed to get out of there quick. He's lucky he didn't get fucked up more, honestly, because he fucked with that dude a lot, and he was just he just got like the easy.
It's like, hey,
shit.
Billy, what's up?
Yeah. And it was fucking hilarious. And he got, he got fucking a blade right in the side, but he ended up okay.
You know what that reminded me, though, of Billy's flashback scene or whatever? It reminded me of the movie that we watched, Sorority Row.
Yeah.
With that one kid that was tortured.
Yeah.
Remember? And he came back to take everybody out. Was it Sorority Row? It wasn't Sorority Row.
It was something like that, though.
It was something like that.
It was something like that. But, and the fact that we saw it over and over, it's classic of any horror movie, but the fact that they kept doing it, and the poor kid getting the fireworks shot at. Yeah, and it looked really, and that's what I'll give this movie, because on $4 million, which is really, it's a low budget movie in today's day and age. Even in the fucking mid-2000s, $4 million is a low budget movie. Yeah. So the fact that you made happen what you made visually with this movie, which not only some cool kill, it's not that this wasn't the goriest kills in a horror movie or nothing, but the way it was shot, like the end when they see the credits come up on the screen, and like, oh, it's over, and they're literally will like watch it in the clouds. Like, to shoot that just looks beautiful, and it looks cool as fuck. And there's a lot of scenes like that.
I will have to say, and I hope you agree with me.
Yeah,
it wasn't dark.
No, not at all.
It really wasn't dark. They really played on making the light of the moon like very, very, very bright, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't like it when you can't see shit. It's ridiculous. Hi, everybody. We have 2 live followers.
On the YouTube, yeah.
On the YouTube.
But, this is one of those things to where it really is an homage to camp slashers in a way, and I think it does a better job than like a Cabin in the Woods.
It's kind of like a parody.
It's like a parody, but it doesn't.
Like Cabin in the Woods, but it takes itself a little bit more seriously because of the dark undertones.
Yeah.
Is what I would say.
Yeah. I think it takes itself it doesn't take itself too seriously, but it doesn't take as many liberties, and it's not really making fun of the genre as much as it's celebrating it, as it feels like.
Yeah, because they're like using the genre to their advantage, if you think about it. Like, they're like, oh, well, what happens in this part? What happens in this part? So we're going to put this person here and have this person be bait. And then we're going to go ahead and Home Alone the house. So they were smart kids. They were very smart individuals.
And that's what made him charming and relatable, too, because Duncan, as a horror movie fan, the way he was acting is how you and me would act. Like, when they're talking to him and he's, like, mouthing out the lines as they're saying it, he's like, oh, my God. And he's like a fan in a horror movie. Like, this is fucking awesome. Like, that is kind of how
it was probably amazing. He's probably like, this is fucking sick.
Yeah, until he got a blade to the side that ran the fuck over. Which Paula, the badass final girl chick, she was hilarious in her few minutes of screen time.
Yeah, I liked Paula, but we got to get to the flashback real quick. So the reason why we said, Slaughter High. Okay. That's what it was. Slaughter High.
Slaughter High.
So there's this boy called Billy in the story.
Billy Murphy.
Max's mom tells a story, and they all go to the flashback.
Yeah.
And I'll get to that in a second. But basically, Billy Murphy was tortured not only by the camp counselors, but by the kids as well. No one had his back.
No.
So he was in an outhouse, and they decided to light a bunch of firecrackers and then sneak him into where he was in a shed. And he got burnt so bad and so severely that poor kid ended up with like 3rd and 4th degree burns. Like, that poor kid, he did nothing.
No, he did nothing wrong.
He did nothing wrong. So he was in a hospital bed for 8 months. So when he got back on his feet, he took out 8 counselors, 1 for each month.
Yep.
So, I mean, Billy's kind of a character that you don't want to feel bad for him. You really don't. But you kind of can't help it a little bit. Just a tiny, just a smidgen.
Yeah, it's a classic Jason Voorhees backstory. Little kid gets fucked up and now he's killing everybody.
Yeah, but honestly, though, this hit me more than Jason Voorhees.
It hit you?
This backstory made it a little bit more believable than Jason drowning, because his mother works at the camp. So if Jason was drowning, I do not believe that one kid would not have called out to his mom.
Well, she would have been taking a shit or something.
But still,
she
blamed everybody for not telling her, not like cueing her in and shit.
Yeah.
So I will have to say that I think this movie does that a little bit better.
Okay.
So, I mean, there's some things I really love about this movie. There's other things that I can do without.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's so funny.
It is funny.
It honestly is very, very, very funny piece.
It's hilarious, and it is deep, and Max and the relationship with her mom is very good. And Max is, for the movie being called Final Girls, Max being the real Final Girl. She's awesome in this movie. Yeah. And I think she does a really great job.
Except people do not slide and backbend at the same time, people. That
was some cool Matrix shit.
That was
awesome.
Some Matrix shit.
I enjoyed that.
I knew you were gonna enjoy that.
It was cool.
I knew that. It was cool looking, but it was like, oh my God, this is so unconventional. This would not happen.
This was a movie that was not trying to be realistic. So I didn't really get the fact that they were trapped in a horror movie. I suspended my disbelief enough to think that, she might be able to do something cool like that. But I see what you're saying. But the whole thing isn't really feasible. So I enjoyed the film. Do we want to get into our coolest scenes or what?
Yeah, go ahead and get into your coolest scene. I want you to go first because I normally go first and then we end up going fuck.
Okay.
So
my favorite scene in the movie probably would be when Adam Devine and Kurt and Paula are driving in a car. And then we find out that young Duncan is not dead. And he's like, hey, I'm fine. And then they fucking run right into him and hit him.
You killed Duncan!
Yeah, can we have sex? Like, let's go fucking lay down.
At
and
first
figure it out.
it was like, we we killed Duncan. You know, maybe we should go to a hotel room and think about this with our clothes off and then have sex. Because then it's like, oh my God, what is wrong with him?
The scene's good in its own, and the fact that because that blooper reel, there's about 3 minutes of that blooper reel just to that scene, and where he like does different stuff, like when he's crying, when he's like,
the blooper reel is basically a tribute to Adam Devine and his fucking silliness. He was what it was.
He was clearly having so much fucking fun in this movie.
He came in with the purple panties.
Yeah, and he was just there to be a comedic force, and I think he fucking delivered.
He really did. Everyone did their job.
And the way he died at his back fucking snapping and from the front.
Oh my God, he tacoed himself like Final Destination 5, that Candace girl. He tacoed himself.
And I thought it really helped thematically because up until this point, us as the viewer think Paula is the key. Paula's this badass chick, and even though
Paula, stay there.
We haven't seen her too much on screen, but we know that she needs to kill Billy, and so they can get out of this. So to me, I'm like, oh, Paula's gonna make it to the end, and then I see the fucking car go up in flames. It's like, oh, Paula's dead. Fuck, and then the rest of the group is like, oh shit, what are we doing? I just think it's a fun little scenario to put them in.
Absolutely.
So I absolutely love that scene.
Yeah.
But what's your favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite scene in the movie would have to be when Max realizes that she might see her mother as her mother, but if she brings her back with her, there's only a chance that she might come with her.
Yeah.
And she doesn't want to like risk everyone's life on that chance. So she lets Nancy go to do that striptease to fucking Betty Davis eyes. I would never, ever, ever, ever think that someone was going to do a striptease to
in front of their daughter.
In front of her daughter. And with that song, it was just ridiculous, but it was really funny.
And it was so sweet.
It was sweet.
It was sweet. It almost brought a tear to my eye because it's like the mom knows she's about to die. She's looking her in the eye because at that point, the mom accepts what's going on. She fully realizes, oh, I'm in a movie and I'm supposed to die. And this is my real life daughter and she's going to go on and make it. And I have to do what I have to do. Like the mom as the character finally gets it. And she's like, and the way like she's dancing and she's like pointing at her and it's so, and you see Max like with tears in her eyes. And it really is a sweet, sad, but like I said, sweet moment of like sacrifice, and it really like helps make the end of the movie. So I agree with you. I love that scene.
I really do, and I also love the thing that comes right after it when Max is like, "I fucking had enough. I'm done."
Yeah,
and like she stands up and she's just like, "You just fucked with the wrong final girl."
Yeah.
And like she starts doing all that shit and whatnot. I mean, a little bit of it was unpractical, but I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. She did a good job.
Yeah.
And she got the machete away from him, which was basically her objective the entire time.
Yeah, it was a good thing to do.
I mean, I still think the ending kind of sucked ass. Because in the ending, you find out that they're stuck in the fucking sequel.
My thing that I don't get is because the whole thing is like, oh, so was none of this real? Duncan's like, no, it's real. I got stabbed in the fucking side here. See, my thing is, why weren't Vicky and Gertie just fucking flesh and blood? Because I saw them go up in flames. Mm-hmm. The fact that they still look kind of okay, it was like, no, like if he's still like, if he got stabbed, I saw them go up like that fucking window. That whole room was engulfed in fire. I know they were under something, but flame can go under too. They got fucking hit. Don't fucking convince me of that. And so that was the thing that took me out of it a little bit. I was like, they should be fucking like Anakin Skywalker in Revenge of the Sith when he's all skin and bone. But
always a joy.
It was still fun though. And I agree the sequel thing was a little bit like in the fact that they realized they were in the 90s by seeing like a Gremlins doll and a Rubik's Cube.
I think it was 80s.
Yeah, 80s. Okay. But
Herbie and
a Rubik's Cube. He's like, we're in this sequel. Yeah, it was kind of a lame ending.
Hi.
You ready to give a rating?
Yeah, I think we should give a rating, honestly. So your rating for Final Girls 2015, how many? Oh, hi, Emily. How are you, sweetie? Thank you so much. You kind of missed the show. We were going over Final Girls in 2015. Hopefully we can talk about it later. Oh, thank you so much, babe. Thank you.
Alrighty.
But yeah, like we were saying, Daniel, how much do you give it? How many Crazy Paulas did you give it?
Crazy Paula. I'm gonna give it 8.2 out of 10.
8.2.
I think it's a fantastic movie. It's a lot of fun, and it's a good, heartwarming movie. Keeps you in the whole time. Never get bored. So I like this movie a lot. I could watch it a few more times.
I was surprised because I'm giving it 8.5, and I thought you were going to be like, Mindy,
yeah,
that's too much.
No, I'm around there.
But it did things so well. Things that shouldn't have went well. And I mean, Adam Devine was just a character. Oh my God, Emmy, thank you so much.
Like I said, I know it's an entirely different movie, but I really feel like this is a better version of what Cabin in the Woods was trying to do.
Right?
And that's kind of how I see this movie.
That's why I can't watch Cabin in the Woods, bro. You can't do it to me.
It's still good. It's good for the killer dolphin or the mermaid. Yeah, so 8582. Do you have an idea for next week? Because I haven't really thought about it too much.
Next.
We could always announce it later.
Adopted, yeah, we haven't seen Adopted. The movie that we're going to do next week is actually we're gonna stick on the Flamingo track.
Flamingo.
And we're gonna go to a very good psychological film that I know you're gonna love.
What's it called?
Anna.
All right.
You are absolutely gonna love it. It's on Tubi for free. I believe it's on Peacock as well. It's a wonderful, horrific story.
Anna. All right. Well, that's what we're doing next week, everybody. This was The Final Girls. Like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed.
We hope you guys really enjoyed. Like he said, like and subscribe, comment down below, let us what we're doing, right? DM us on TikTok, DM us on here, and we'll see you all later. Who do you?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.